Silas Drummond returns to Texas for his father's funeral. Only 11 people attend. His father dies gripping Silas's wrist, whispering, "Don't open that cabin, and don't let them know you're alive." The words haunt Silas as he inherits a 640-acre ranch filled with silence, and one sealed cabin no one has touched since 1947. Silas explores the ranch after decades. The house is worn, the land quiet, and the cabin sits like a tomb behind the barn. Its door is boarded with 8-inch nails and sealed with red wax, stamped 1947. Carved above the door, "What's buried should stay buried." Silas finds a buried tobacco tin containing a faded photo. His grandfather Jasper standing with a man named Raphael, 1946. Then, a black SUV appears, watching him. Next morning, a lawyer, Hollis Conklin, arrives uninvited. He offers $1.2 million for the land, double its value. Silas refuses. The lawyer warns, "There are things on this property that aren't good for anyone. Take the offer, or things get difficult." That night, Silas hears footsteps near the cabin. Silas visits Ciso Springs to find answers. An old cafe owner, Elodie Delgado, recognizes him instantly. "You look just like Jasper." She reveals the forgotten history. Jasper had a friend named Raphael Ortiz. Raphael disappeared in 1947. The powerful Barlow family accused Jasper of murder. Silas's family fled town in fear. Silas begins to realize the lie has controlled his entire bloodline. Silas returns to the ranch. Fresh boot prints surround the cabin. A rattlesnake, dead, decapitated, is tied to a metal stake near the door. An old rancher's warning: "Leave or die." That night, someone tries entering the cabin. Silas sits awake with his father's rifle, waiting for morning. Silas finds Mateo Ortiz, a history teacher, Raphael's grandson. Mateo shows him a letter Raphael wrote 2 days before disappearing. He had uncovered land fraud involving the Barlow family and hid all evidence in Jasper's cabin. Mateo believed Jasper tried to save Raphael and died trying. Silas decides, "We're opening that cabin tonight." At midnight, Silas and Mateo remove every board and break the 77-year wax seal. Inside, a tape recorder, a leather journal, a locked evidence box, and painted on the wall, "If you're reading this, I'm already dead. But the truth is here. Make them pay." They play the tape. Jasper's voice confesses everything. Raphael was murdered by the Barlow family. Jasper hid the evidence. Jasper fled to protect his family. Before they can leave, engines roar outside. The Barlows have arrived. Silas and Mateo run through the brush with the evidence. Multiple vehicles chase them. Gunshots echo across the ranch. Silas distracts them, sacrificing his safety so Mateo escapes with the journal. Silas reaches his truck, barely escapes gunfire, and drives through back roads until he loses the chase. He meets Mateo at the school, and they make digital copies of everything. The plan is clear: expose them publicly, where everyone can hear the truth. 3 days later, the community center is packed. Even the Barlow patriarch sits at the back, pretending innocence. Silas plays the tape. The room goes silent. Jasper's voice accuses Coleman Barlow of murder. The audience erupts. People stand up one by one, sharing their stories. Lost ranches, forged deeds, family members who vanished. The Barlows storm out under a storm of accusations. Within 24 hours, the story hits news headlines. Within a week, the FBI arrives. Their empire collapses. Months later, Silas and Mateo convert the cabin into a memorial. Documents framed. Timeline of the crimes. Photos of the 17 affected families. The tape recorder with a sign, "Press play." Raphael's daughter visits, placing her hand on the old table. "My father died a hero, and your grandfather died protecting him." Silas realizes his father wasn't trying to hide the truth. He was trying to protect him until the right moment. And finally, the truth is no longer buried. It will never be buried again.